After one of the greatest Hail Mary touchdowns ever, Broncos lose a chance at overtime as refs fail to call an obvious defensive pass interference. Hey Broncos Country, I'm Lori Lattimore-Volkman, and this is your Roundup post-game report. Actually today, this is your Roundup post-game vent.
This is so well played by St. Juice. He sees Sutton coming from the other side of the field. He stays home in his zone. He's there to see the football and makes a huge play.
Arch, boy, there was a little bit of premature contact.
Get up all in my business that Broncos didn't deserve to win because they blew an 18-point lead only to have an 11-point deficit, and then they deserve to not get that call. Stop. Just stop it. Let's just admit, yeah, giving up an 18-point lead, being down by 11 with only a few minutes to go is not great. But any team that makes the necessary adjustments to get back in the game and win it deserves the W. And that includes dominating for 1.5 quarters, blowing it for 2 quarters, but then getting your shit together to make 2 scoring drives and a chance to win. Russell Wilson and our offense did that. Last year, all we could do was complain about their lack of scoring, their lack of first downs, their lack of extended drives. Yesterday, they did all that, and we should reward the offense by saying they deserved the chance to get that win because they had worked for it. They came down, they scored when they needed to, they made an amazing Hail Mary touchdown. You should not lose it on a 2-point conversion because the ref does not call what was so obvious. Look at that. Do you see that? Totally defensive pass interference. Last year, if the defense had bailed out the offense enough times, would we have said they didn't deserve to win? I doubt it. We would have complained about the offense, as we did and should have. But if the defense had been able to come up with a miracle, we would have said, we have a great defense. We deserve that win. It goes 2 ways. We did not have a great defense yesterday. We had a terrible defense, but our offense was fighting. They scored 33 points. We did deserve the chance to fight for that win. We moved the ball. We made an amazing throw and catch, and then only to have it snatched away by a bad, egregious no call.
Wilson looking for a miracle. Gonna gather, unleashes towards the end zone. It is deflected in the air, and it's caught. Brandon Johnson.
Those refs were gonna call a really ticky-tack DPI on Pat Surtain, as well as a phantom defensive holding on the Broncos that led to Washington's final touchdown. Then they have to make that call against Cortland Sutton in the end zone. Players were obviously disappointed, and they recognized the failures that they'd made, but they also knew that last call was BS.
2-point conversion. Thought we had it. I thought that was a good call. I thought it was a good play. Yeah, I gotta watch the film to see what the situation was. And I think that we gave ourselves a chance to tie it up there.
I don't know. That's something that we got to go in this week and figure out. It's back-to-back games of us having really strong first halves and then not being able to capitalize or keep the momentum going into the second half. That's something that we got to figure out so that this doesn't continue to happen. I think we had the conversation last week of us getting into the red zone and not settling for field goals and getting touchdowns, and we had 2 possessions that we definitely should have been able to punch it in, and we weren't able to, and we do that. I don't think that we even have the situation at the end of the game.
When you watch these type of games, it's never really just a play or two. It's always plays at the beginning of the game that set up plays later on that kind of hurt us. On the 2nd and 5, if we would have done what we were supposed to do, then maybe later on down the line we wouldn't be in the same situation. So
we still got a lot of season. A lot can change within the next few weeks, and we're going to see what type of team we are, moving forward.
Everyone's going to write us off, and, we're 0-2. I mean, everyone's going to have their opinions. They're going to say what they're going to say. But that doesn't change that we have a game next week in Miami, and we got to go win the game. So And I'm not going to pay attention to what anyone has to say. At the end of the day, we have to go play these games. We got to find ways to win, and we will.
It's on us to be able to rally and find a way to turn this around and go down to Miami and take care of the Dolphins.
Sean Payton and the Broncos are saying all the right things today. They screwed it up. They just have to go get a win. They've got to learn how to close out games. They need to make some changes. They're not giving up, blah, 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 blah. I hope that's all true, because it only gets much harder from here. Hopefully, the Broncos are angry enough after yesterday that next week they're not going to make the same mistakes, and they're going to give Miami a hard-fought game for 4 quarters.
Clock starts. Tua looks, throws, touchdown, Tyreek Hill.
Vance Joseph, you need to do some homework, get into your film, and quit saying we're going to have a plan for that. You need to do something much more than have a plan. This defense is going to have a long day next week against Miami in that humid, muggy swamp. And with Tua and Tyreek Hill scoring all over the place, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Tagovailoa, hunt the block, Tua on the move, going deep, speed race. He's got Hill! He's got Hill! He beat James!
I'm going to end on my favorite tweet from yesterday. One of my favorite YouTubers, Brandon Perna, screen recorded his reaction during the Hail Mary and the no-call DPI. This was me, 100%.
Come on, Russ. Come on, Russ. Roll, buy time, launch it. Moon ball! Moon ball! Oh! 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 Yeah! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Oh, we need 2-point conversion. Oh, I'm lightheaded. I'm lightheaded. Don't lose on a 2-point conversion. Come on. Get it. Get it. Oh, flag, 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 flag. No, 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 no. That's worse. That's worse.